Spoiler, I was a bit disappointed with this app. Maybe my expectations were just too high. Back in the days before mobile drawing apps became a thing, the most popular software were Photoshop for professional, Paint to Sai for anime style artists, and Manga Studio for making comics, which now rebranded as Clip Studio Paint. And then there was this one app that kind of slipped in and became pretty popular too. The name is Medibank. So Medibank actually has two versions, one-time purchase and free versions. What is the difference? Well, according to the facts on their official website, the free version will always show ads every 30 minutes. Alright, now let's jump straight into trying Medibank for the first time, with the goal of making a comic. Since I just want to continue working on my comic, I'm going to open a file that I already use in two other apps, Ibis Paint and Krita. Because of the file is in PSD format, it can also be opened in Medibank. And this is what it looks like here. After that, as usual, I first checked the keyboard shortcut settings so I could work faster later. And in Medibank, it turned out that you can customize the keyboard shortcut too. After finished with the setting of my keyboard shortcut, I checked out the brushes in this app. And it turned out you can download the brushes on Medibank Cloud Library. Unfortunately, a lot of those brushes are only available with a subscription. And for your info, this is the subscription price. So yeah, whether we like it or not, we are basically limited to the default brush, or only the one that aren't premium. Next, I wanted to extend the canvas first, so I could add more panel at the bottom. In Medibank, you can freely resize the canvas, which is actually an advantage compared to Ibis Paint that I tried before. After that, I went straight into making a storyboard for this large panel. Before using it, I tried adjusting the brush setting first to check the pen stabilizer, and honestly, the brush setting in Medibank look really simple, like there isn't much you can tweak. In Krita, you can create your own custom brushes, and even in Ibis Paint, it gives you way more option and variation. Anyway, after that, I went straight into making the storyboard, and this is actually a plus point for Medibank. For some reason, the brush feel in Medibank is really suitable for me. Out of the three apps I have tried, when it comes to pen pressures, Medibank feels the best for me. Even though the setting looks simple, somehow these apps give me the brush feel like the most. However, Medibank doesn't provide vector layer, so we're just working with the normal raster layer. That said, you can still making vector style art because there are some tools you can take advantage of. Another thing that feels like a downside to me is the brush thumbnail. If you look at the bottom left corner, it only shows the color code, size, and the brush name. Personally, I think it would be much better if there were thumbnails to make the brushes easier to tell apart. Yes, there is a brush preview on top when you click on the brush, but I'm talking about the list itself. Like, what does the G-pen line look like? What kind of stroke does the airbrush make? What kind of effect the blur brush give? With it like this, you basically have to check and try them one by one just to see the result. And also, as far as I can tell, Medibank doesn't have a scatter brush, the kind of brush that work like an airbrush but spray a random dots, something you would use for a noise or pointillism effect. Alright guys, now we are moving on the coloring stage, and this is the part that disappointed me. Medibank doesn't have enclose and fill tool or a lasso fill tool, and honestly, I didn't expect that because this app is quite old and pretty popular, yet it still hasn't adopted such an important feature. Especially since the two free drawing apps I have tried before already have enclose and fill tool and also a lasso fill tools. So when applying base color in Medibank, I can only rely on bucket tool and regular brushes, and the shading stage is basically the same. But then, there is something even worse. I mean, look at this! My layer management is super neat. Every part is organized into folder, but when I try to move on to shading, it turned out Medibank can't clip layer to folders. Technically, this is the same situation as Krita, but at least Krita has enclose and fill tool, and also a lasso fill tool, and Medibank has none of that. At this point, I honestly started wondering, Did I download the wrong version? Am I using the outdated one? Or does Medibank just doesn't get updates anymore? Because if it keep going like this app might eventually end up like Paint-Tool-Sai. So guys, in Medibank, the layer system only let you clip layer into layer, not to folder. It kind of like Krita, but the difference is in Krita you have to group things first before clipping, while in Medibank you don't need to put them into one folder. But the point is, this has become a real problem when you are trying to do a comic finishing with a lot of effect and complex layer, like in my comic. Well, no wonder studios nowadays list Clip Studio as a requirement. At first I thought, maybe this is just because I'm new to this app and don't know the features yet, but actually I searched for it, look up for tutorials, and it turned out you really can do it. At this point, I honestly lost hope about continuing my comic in Medibank. If it were just for illustration, I think it wouldn't be a big problem. So I moved on to the finishing stage. I actually wanted to do some color grading, but I was already tired, so I skipped that and just tried adding a textured background instead. In Medibank, there is something called the Material tab. This tab contains various textures. Yay! Nothing special though, since the two apps I used before also have this. To use it is simple. You can just drag the selected material into your canvas. This time I tried combining the soft hexagonal with soft bubble just to add some texture, because I'm going to revise this panel properly later in my main drawing app. Next, I tried adding a gradient in the foreground for an effect. I used the gradient tool, but for some reason it felt really hard to control. My plan was simple, just one color with a soft transition from solid white to transparent, but since I couldn't get it to work the way I want, I ended up manually erasing it instead. The result still wasn't great. The gradient didn't look very smooth, and I actually wanted to add some particle effect too, like dots, but since the tool wasn't there, I decided not to. Next, another important part of making a comic. I tried adding motion line to show movement in the character hand. I just drew some normal line following the direction of the motion. Then I tried to look for specific feature, and once again, it wasn't there. It's okay though, there is still another way to do it. Ibis Paint doesn't have this feature either, but Krita does. So, the feature I was looking for was automatic outline on shape. Since Medibank doesn't have it, I had to do the outline manually. I select the motion line first, expand the selection by a few pixels, then inverted it and filled it with color. That way, the line end up having an outline like this. Next, I want to make a speech bubble, but Medibank doesn't have speech bubble template like Ibis Paint, so I use the same method in Krita, making it manually with the shape tool. I create a black rectangle shape, then rounded the corner so it matched with the previous panel. After that, using the same method as before, I use selection, expand, invert, and fill. That's how I made the speech bubble. Next comes adding the dialogue. I use the text tool available in Medibank, and once again, Medibank has its limitation. As you can see, the font available in Medibank text tool are limited. I can only use the font that come built into the app, whereas the two previous apps let me use any font that already installed on my PC. So, I just went with the top font on the list. I actually want to add sound effect to this panel too, but unfortunately, none of the font really fit. So, this is it, the result of trying making comic using Medibank. So, what do you guys think? For me, it just okay. I guess my expectation for this app were too high. This app used to advertise itself as a comic making app, but after trying it myself, it feels like a lot is missing. And even if we use the "it's free" excuse, the two free drawing app I tried before offer better features. If you wanna know about the pros and cons, well, you can read it by yourself. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.